Hey guys, so this is a really impromptu video. I didn't even plan on making a video tonight. I mean, it's like 3 a.m. and this was not a plan at all. So bear with me. This is going to be kind of candid and just random. But that's kind of what all my videos are. But basically, I've been kind of on a standstill with YouTube, didn't really know what I wanted to do, didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, didn't really like my job, wasn't happy in a lot of areas, and I just was kind of F YouTube for now, because not that many people watch me, not that many people comment me, I don't think they're going to miss me. That was just how I felt. So I was kind of down on the whole thing, I was down on my life, I was down on a lot of things, and I was just like, I don't really know what I want. I don't really know anything. So I quit my job. I was like, I'm not happy here. I'm not making good enough money here. I don't like it here. I, in fact, hate it here. I just, I have my cosmetology license to fall back on. I hope to do something with that someday. In the future, but not right now, because I'm not happy with all of that. I'm not happy with the girls that work at places like that. I'm just not happy. It's just not my scene. It's not what I want. It makes good money, but not enough money to put up with some of the stuff you have to put up with. So I was just kind of done. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to do this. It was a really stupid decision, actually. But, whatever. And my mom was kind of like, well, you can go to school, because I live at home right now. But she was like, you can go to school, or you can get another job. And I was like, you know what? I should have another degree. I have my cosmetology license, but I should get a degree. So I decided to go to college, and I was just like, this is probably going to be a disaster. It's going to be awful, but you only live once, and how am I ever going to tell my future kids that they have to go to college if mommy didn't even try, And I know, I hate school. I've always hated school. Some of you guys don't know that. Well, in fact, all of you guys probably don't know this, but I'm dyslexic. I've always had the roughest time in school. School has always been an epic disaster for me. My mom's a teacher, so I always kind of scooted by the skin of my teeth, because my mom was the biggest cheerleader and she got me through everything. She's awesome for that. Because honestly, if I had any other parents, I don't think I would have made it through school. But she always pushed me to do it, and to just try. And I appreciate my mom for never being the kind of person who was like, you better bring home A's or nothing at all. My mom was like, a passing grade is a C, and if that's all you can do, then do that. So I appreciate that, but I wasn't looking forward to going back to school. I was like, well, I could get a job, but I don't really want to go back there. I hate it. So I was like, I guess having a degree would be the best option. So I decided to just try it, and I went up there, and I was like, I'm here to sign up. What do I do? So I took the test. The test that, there's a reading, a math, and a writing test you have to take. At the community college near me. So I'm not going anywhere fancy. It's just a community thing. And you just have to take this test, and it says what your reading level is or whatever, and if you're equipped to go to college. So I passed it, and I was like, oh, I'm equipped. I can go to college. I'm smart enough. Okay, what's next? So I signed up. Well, I was originally going to do 4 classes, because that's a full load. That's 12 credits, whatever. But then I was looking at the classes that were left, because I decided to do this really last minute. This was a very quick little thing that happened, and I didn't really think it out, which is kind of not normal of me, but whatever. So all of the good classes were taken, all of the good electives were taken, and I was just like, like if I do a full load, it'll be kind of overwhelming. So I decided to do English and humanities. The first English teacher that I got was the biggest, and excuse my French, but she was the biggest bitch ever. I was so upset when I left her class. I was about to cry. Like, not really, but kind of. I was really upset. I was like, she was so mean. She just was unnecessarily, like, sarcastic and mean and cold-hearted. I thought this girl was just snotty and then like talking down to me, and I was like, I'm all cool for respect, but you definitely don't win respect that way. And I was just upset. So it was really last minute, and there was only like one more day to sign up for classes and only like 2 more days to drop. So I was like, well, this is another really crazy little thing, but I'm gonna look for another teacher. So I was on Rate My Professor like all night, like all night. And I read like every review of every teacher that was left, there was only a few teachers left, but I was like going through every review. I didn't want a hard grader because like I'm super bad at school. And I was just like, I just want like an easy class to get my feet wet, and then once I get used to this, then I can go to hard classes. So I found the teacher I have now, and she's been really great so far. Like, I really like her class. Her class is called like a hybrid. So half of it's online and half of it is in class. You go to class like once a week, and then you have assignments due like 3 times a week, kind of. It's like a lot of discussions. Like, we have these things called discussions that are like assignments, but they're kind of not. But you have to get on like on Monday and write a paragraph. And then on Tuesday, someone will comment on your paragraph and you have to go comment on theirs. And it's like really stupid, but that's how you get your grades. And then like another day, you'll go on there and put on another like paragraph of a book you had to read. And then someone else will comment. And I don't know, it's kind of pointless, but whatever. But yeah, that's English, so that's all that's happened in English so far. And for humanities, which is the other class I signed up for, I really love that class. Like, I wasn't expecting to like it because I'd heard such crazy things about the professor. Like, he says the F word literally every other word, and he was like, first and foremost, like when he introduced himself, he was like, first and foremost, I reserve the right to say F-U-C-K anytime I want, which, some people are not comfortable with. And some people were very obviously, like, uncomfortable with it. And he would be like, F this, F that, F society, F blah, blah. And he was, like, just, like, going off. And literally, it was, like, a comedy routine, I felt. Like, I couldn't stop laughing. I was, like, one of, like, 2 or 3 people who were, like, laughing hysterically. And everyone else was, like, scared of him. And I was just, like, cracking up. But he is crazy, and he knows it, and he likes it, and I appreciate that. But the class so far is, like, it's a lot of religion and philosophy so far, which everyone who had taken his class, who I know, like, on Facebook was like, don't take his class, you won't like him, because everyone knows that I'm very Republican, I'm very, like, Christian, I'm very, like, prudish, and, like, all of that. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I don't mean to be, like, annoying and, like, push my religious views down anybody's throat, but, like, if you know me, you, like, know that about me. And, like, if you want to do whatever you want to do, like, I'm cool with that. Like, do your thing, but I might not participate. Like, I might leave or whatever, because it's just not my thing. It's just not what I'm into. So everyone was like, you're not gonna like him, like, he's very liberal, he's very crazy, like, you're just not gonna, like, get him. And so I went into that room, like, so terrified the first class. I was so terrified. And then when he walked in, like, a minute before class started, I got there like 10 minutes early thinking like, you know, like I better be there early because, you know, I've heard bad things about him. I'd hate to walk in late and like piss him off. And he walks in a minute before class starts and goes, "Ain't enough people in here. I'm leaving." And I was like, okay. And then he comes back like 5 minutes after our class was supposed to start, and he was like, "Okay, I'll start now." And I wasn't expecting him like to be who he was, because the way everyone described him, like I just thought he would be different. But he's like this big burly black man with a beard, and I was just like not expecting it at all, like at all, like. And he was wearing a shirt like that had like a voodoo priestess on it or something like that, and he's just insane. Like I was just like, I don't even know what to think about you. Like, who are you? But it wound up being good so far. Like, I have to go to his class again tomorrow, which is cool because he's really funny, and I hope he's always like that. I'm kind of looking forward to like the assignments, because so far we've only done a lot of like reading about philosophy and religion. So I'm not really sure like what kind of assignments we're gonna have. Like if we're gonna just summarize things or like what. Like I don't really know what to expect, but if all of his lectures are like that hilarious, I can't wait. Like I never thought I'd think that, because like literally he goes about it like all religions are real and valid. Like he doesn't just talk about Christianity. He talks about Buddha, like he legitimately believes in Buddha. He talks about like Allah and all those people who are like from other religions. He talks about like voodoo and like crazy things I've never been like around. And he was like, my class is to make you question your beliefs. I find it interesting that he's like, okay, Jesus, Book of John, like this and that, and then he'll switch over and be like, well, Buddha said this. And I'm like, I don't know like how to feel about it, and I'm not offended at all. Like I think it's so interesting that he can go back and forth and he knows so much about each one. And I was like, this dude is like quoting the Bible better than anybody I've heard in a while. And then he quotes Buddha and quotes all these different people and like talks about like really crazy religions. Like, really? Like, I'm sitting there with like my eyes like wide open being like, did you just say that? And he's talking like about like things like I've never heard teachers talk about. So I think it's a pretty interesting class, to say the least. And I like that he goes about like each religion without offending anyone, because I was really scared that I would be offended. I was afraid that he would come in there and be like, God sucks. Because I mean, you don't have to be a Christian to be my friend, but I don't really want to go in to your environment and be like told like your religion sucks. So I was like really grateful that he wasn't like that, and I really look forward to like more classes from him. And I hope someone out there liked hearing about my classes, and if nothing else, maybe my mom will watch. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, I hope maybe these videos, like maybe I could do them like weekly or monthly, probably monthly, because weekly would be kind of excessive. But maybe it'll inspire someone to go back to school, or maybe it could make you laugh and make you happy or something. I don't know. This one was completely random, so it probably was a little boring. But I just wanted to like let you guys in on what's been going on in my life, and let you guys know that I haven't completely abandoned YouTube. And I love you guys for, you know, following me on Twitter and commenting and like supporting me. And if you have any questions about college, or you have any video ideas or whatever, or you just want to say hi, I hope you comment down below, And if you made it to the end of this video, you're literally awesome. And I really like having a support system online here, and I just hope these videos can kind of help you, because this has been really therapeutic tonight to get kind of all of my feelings out there, and I'm really enjoying college. It's been good. It's just crazy. But hopefully I don't fail. I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.